What's going on, Trey? How are you?
Good, man. Nice to meet you, Eric.
Nice to meet you as well. Super dope. I was able to check out a couple of the episodes of the show, so super
Mhm.
hilarious. And I just want to know, what was it about the role that made you interested in being a part of the series?
Yeah, I mean, the obvious answer is like getting an opportunity to work with Seth Rogen, Rose Byrne, Nick Sawyer. Is like, forget about it. Please sign me up. But the more I got to dive into it and reading up, I was just really interested in playing a normal guy, man. In the shorter career I've had thus far, I always kind of get these, big tough guy roles or tattoo artist roles or stuff like that, which is always cool. It's always fun. But yeah, reading this, it's like I'm just a bar owner. I'm trying to make it in life. I'm trying to get married, just a normal dude. So seeing that on paper, that was really cool, and seeing it all come to fruition in these first couple of episodes has been dope.
Awesome, awesome. So, what type of preparation did you have for being a bar owner? Did you frequent a lot of bars, get your drink on, and kind of with some people?
Yeah, I mean, naturally, I go to I'm like a bar guy in general. That's like
Okay.
what I'd rather do. I've never been a club dude. I've always been like the guy to go to like the lounge or the bar area.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, man, that was cool to get into to figure it all out. It was really easy to hop into the role because I mean, man, we have that bar that we had that we're in. Like that is a real, fully functioning operational bar that they built for us. Like
Right.
the hoses works, the taps works. It was crazy. So by the end of it, we really were in there like order up, no, 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 like fucking like doing the whole thing. Like it was funny, man. It was a lot of fun.
Perfect, perfect. And I mean, again, the cast is hilarious. Y'all are crazy. I wanted to know,
Thank
what
you.
was it like on set? Like, I could just imagine, like, you guys being able to just get into it. How much was it with like improv and just you guys having a good time?
Sure, sure. Excuse my dogs barking in the background if you can hear. Sorry about that. Man, it was. I mean, it was. We had so much fun. It was truly like an experience that's hard to explain. And there's a part of me as an actor that feels spoiled, and I'm kind of scared for the next project because of how lit this set was. Just having a good time and the creative freedom we were given to just kind of collaborate and throw paint at the walls. And for a up and comer like myself, you step on a set with some titans like the people involved in this project. A lot of times you would assume a lot of egos would get involved, and it's almost like you're afraid to kind of spread your wings and pitch jokes or ad lib a little bit. But man, they were all so cool, from the producers to our creators to Seth to Rose, with just no egos, man, and really, really letting us, me, my co-star Andrew Lopez, Vinny Thomas, who are also up and coming guys, just giving us the confidence to spread our wings and have fun. And yeah, outside of that, it was just ridiculous, dude. Like there were scenes. We got a scene coming up in episode 4. I'm so excited for people to see. It's in the preview, so it's not a spoiler. But we end up doing some cocaine and ketamine in a bathroom stall, and I tell you, that was one of the hardest things to do in my career, simply because we couldn't stop laughing.
Right,
Like it
right.
was just insane. So yeah, man, it was such a blessing to be a part of that set. And yeah, I'm really happy to see all the fun we made translate to the screen.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. So you talk about having, the two veterans, and among others, but Seth and Rose
Sure.
on the set. Did you get any advice from them? They give you any kind of like pointers or anything that they helped you kind of
Oh yeah.
your project?
Yeah, bro. I feel like they probably was sick and tired of me by the end of the whole thing. I was Mr. Questions. I would ask everything, even down to like the stupid questions about them. Like I remember I asked Seth, like, "What'd you do when you got rich? Like, what'd you do when you started making money?" Like I would ask shit like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it was just fun. And again, back to the whole how cool they were, like making me feel comfortable to do that, to really ask them, asking the Rose Byrne, what's her mental process and how she goes about, doing a project like this and then goes and does Insidious. Like those are two very different things tonally. and how she's able to kind of compartmentalize these character portrayals. And it was just amazing to ask her these things and hear her responses. And the same with Seth, man. I mean, that was like, that's still crazy. Like Seth specifically, simply because even calling him Seth is weird, but it's like he was somebody that was so vital in me coming up and everything that I watched. I watched all of his movies, and I mean, there was even times on set where I would like improv a joke that he wrote like years ago, and I would like play and not even realizing, because that's how kind of influential he was to me. So being able to pick his brain for 3 months was invaluable, man. It's awesome.
Awesome. So we know this series is kind of centered around relationships between old friendships and kind of getting them back and all that stuff. It's all good. The dog want to be part of the interview. I get him. He's all right.
I'm so sorry, man. Oh my goodness, killing me.
No problem. So, do you have a old best friend that you are still close with to this day? And kind of tell me what that dynamic is now.
Yeah. I mean, I have a friend, very close friend of mine, Aaron Wallace. We were roommates in college. And then we both kind of went our own ways. Like he went to the league, and I like started getting the whole acting thing, and we kind of lost touch. And it was recently, like about a year and a half ago, life brought us back together, and it's like we haven't skipped a beat. It's right back to what it was. So yeah, it's funny to that point when I think of the show. I was just talking to someone, and they were like, "But can a friend, can you really link up with friends after 5 years and it just be cool like that?" And it's like, no, it really can. Like when you're really, really close with somebody, like you really don't skip a beat, bro. Like, you can go years without seeing each other, and you come back, and you're right to being thick as thieves again. So yeah, man.
So then my next question is, can single people really be friends with married people and have kids? That's a real question.
Yeah, it's funny because it is a real question, something to think about. I think yes, they 100% can. You know what I'm saying? I think obviously as we kind of get older in life, and relationships start becoming a thing, and significant others start playing a factor in, sure, it gets a little harder, and I think communication becomes more important. So to really kind of make sure that everybody knows, everything's cool, and those natural kind of subconscious things that you think about when you see a man and a woman hanging out kind of go out of the way. But yeah, man, it's 100% possible. Everything's possible with communication and honesty and all that jazz, man.
How do you feel when you hear all the stories? I don't know if you experience this, but I know I've experienced this. My friends that have kids, you're on the phone with them, and it's, "Hey, yo, put that down." Have a conversation going on. How you do? Hey, sit it. All right, I'm gonna just talk to you later. All right.
It's funny. I'm about to be one of those people. We have me and my lady, our little girl will be here in 2.5 months.
Oh, congratulations, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But yeah, I've been preparing that. It's crazy. It's like I'm almost sleeping way more these days because of my body is gearing up to be very busy for the rest of my life, realistically. So yeah, man.
Right. Awesome. So I'm gonna make sure when I call, just call me when she's asleep, okay?
Right. Facts. That's funny.
And my last question for you is, it's kind of been this debate, knowing that Platonic's kind of dealing with relationships and marriage and all of those things. I want to know what your thought process is on kind of splitting the bills with your significant other or somebody who makes more money. Like, what's your thoughts on that? You think it should be 50-50 or what?
I mean, listen, man, I don't know. This could be a hot take. I don't know. I like to pay for when I go on dates. When I've always gone on dates, anytime I take my lady somewhere, I always pay. It's just like a natural thing that I do for my lady. It is what it is. Yeah, so I don't really think there's any answer. I think everybody is up to your relationship and what y'all got going. Yeah. But I know for me, I like to treat, if I take someone on a date, if I take my lady on a date, whatever, I like to treat them to a date. That's what I do. I pay for it. So yeah, but it's like my lady has also paid for dinner a couple of times too. And I've been like, hey, that was nice. Hey, that was all right. Like you just did that? Like, okay. So yeah, man, different strokes for different folks, man.
Perfect, perfect. Well, this was amazing. The show is great so far. Can't wait to finish it and can't wait for everybody to check it out. But thank you so much for taking the time. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate
Of
you.
course.